Alright, what's up guys? Hey, I said I'd put a video up of showing how to do my custom dynasties I like to do here. So today's will be a SWAC Dynasty with teams from the SWAC conference. I have two extra, which I'll show you how I'm going to put them in here in a second, but start with these guys here. I'm going to Conference USA just because it's cool to see them get invited to bigger conferences. Thought about going ACC right away, but why not have them earn their way in, you know? So, alright, as you see, we got the SWAC teams over here, all 10 of them. And there's 12 schools in the Conference USA, so we'll need to add 2 more. But I have a plan for that. First of all, we got to figure out what halves we're going to go on here. The way the SWAC is done is it's Alabama State, A&M, Alcorn, and Jackson State and Mississippi Valley State will be in one half. We'll have Texas Southern, Southern Prairie View, Grambling, and Pine Bluff in the other half. So, we'll go, I suppose, the west with these guys. So, they're west, west, west. They're in the west. Okay, that's those 5 there. These guys will be in the east. 1, 2. Now, so all 10 schools are in now, so we obviously still have 2 more to go. So what I'm going to do is get some from the conference, and what I'll do here is go Bethune-Cookman and Florida A&M. It kind of sucks because these 2 are rivals and they won't play each other, guaranteed every year, but I guess the one good way you could look at it is if they meet in the, actually I need to flip those around. I want Bethune-Cookman in the west and Florida A&M in the east. They could play each other in the conference championship, potentially, so it'd be kind of cool that way. Go here, get them all on. Also, what I'm going to do is if this one does catch a bunch of popularity online, what I'll do is I'll have you guys comment and say which team you'd like to coach, per se. You know, coaching strategy, that type of thing. Whoever you want, name of the coach, you know, run and gun style, whatever offense you want to run, just comment on there below and we'll fix it to your liking there. The next video, I'll go into recruiting and how I'm going to do that, at least for the first year. And get that taken care of. But then after that, if you guys want to comment on which recruits you'd like, that type of thing, just feel free to comment below on it. Texas Southern. So there we go. We've got all of them in here. As you can see, all Conference USA. Got to split the way they're actually split in the SWAC conference. So hopefully we can build some of these guys into a dynasty powerhouse. So again, if you'd like to take over any of these coaches, just give me a shout in the comments and we'll get it going there for you. Obviously no players to assign numbers to this time. Next year might be different. The drills, I will do these There's a certain reason why you should do at least a few of them on NCAA 11 on PS2, but we'll get to that later. Redshirt and all that. And the custom schedules I'll get to momentarily here. Alright, so we're back here. All the drills have been completed. The custom schedules were taken care of. What I'd like to do with that is schedule crappy schools, if you will, for at least the first couple of years on the off-season or the non-conference schedule part. So all the FCS schools, teams like Columbia, Illinois State, well, Prairie View used to be one I had scheduled, but they're actually a part of the Dynasty now. So Missouri State, those teams where you know each one of those teams should go 4-0 in non-conference play. It helps to build them up a lot quicker. My goal is obviously for every one of these teams to go at least 7-5, 6-6 their first year. You'll have teams that go 11-1, maybe even 12-0 or 10-2, 9-3, stuff like that. So it's just the ones that I'll start at the bottom that are a little tougher to build up. But as we get going with preseason recruiting here, this one was actually saved on my file for a while. I like to refer to this as the J. Stu class. As you see, the top receiver here is Jason Stewart from Waynesboro, Mississippi. This class will actually reappear in Dynasty on this pretty frequently. You have to do a few of the preseason drills for this one to come up. But I've done this. I had this pre-saved with not only the SWAC in the Conference USA, but also the Ivy League and the Big East. I have this class saved for that. The entire SEC conference I have generically saved for this because it's a really good class for the South. In recruiting those teams, yeah, you have a couple here, but you see Mike Harrison from Louisiana, and a lot of guys from Texas, Florida. Receivers, obviously, a little more off all over the place there, but I have a 5-star tackle from Louisiana here. Really good middle linebackers. Obviously, a 5-star corner, a 5-star free safety. So, what I like to do here for the SWAC schools is, being that there's 12 schools here, each one of these recruits can look at 8 different schools. Obviously, we do the math here. No matter what, one of these players will go to, or these players will go to one of my schools, as long as you select, 8 schools for each one. So I try to go a little more on needs and stuff like that too. See, Alabama A&M doesn't really need a quarterback, but again, it's not like they're swimming in a lot of talent here first year. Teams like Alabama State, a little more everything, kind of need it all. So what I like to do here is sort of recruit for each person, each team's needs, but also just to make sure these teams build up really well. And we'll stick them a bunch of 5-stars here to start out. So I don't think I want to take you through all the time of doing all this stuff here, but what I like to do is teams that need a quarterback here. Obviously, you see Alabama State only has 3 quarterbacks, are all juniors, and they're D+ overall. They need some help. So you kind of have to count to yourself and how many you select, because you can't go more than 8. So they need 1, 2, 4, 6. I think that's 8, isn't it? 1. And then obviously these 4 schools that didn't get the next guy, so they get first dibs, if you will, on the next guy. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then obviously 4 from the other that got him. We'll go here because he's from Texas. That's 5, 6, 7, and 8. So now we should have scholarships depending on teams that have 14. There should be 8 of those left. So we'll start with random. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So I don't know which quarterback I want to go after here for them. I'll go with the big guy here, Robinson. Tend not to want to do that because Bethune-Cookman runs the option. Of course, that could change if one of you guys want to take them over and not want to run the option there, but so 1, 2, we're back to having 13 problems. So you kind of repeat that process until there's no recruits left. I'll get all these guys assigned to different schools. You know, Adams here, they only roll 5-star running back. We'll see. Tend to have a little more receiver the first year, and obviously offensive linemen and defense and middle linebackers and stuff like that there. So I'll get this taken care of and get her ready to go here.